Hello and welcome to another interesting episode on Python, and today we are going to learn if, else and loops in Python. This is very easy and very interesting. So let's see. I will go to my PyCharm and you can use any of your Python IDEs. I will do a right click, go to new and create a Python file, and I will name this as Python basics 2 and press enter. So here I will create a if else statement. So for if, you can directly say if any condition, for example 5 is greater than 3, and then you will give a colon and enter. Make sure that you have a tabbed space here and then print. So I can print anything. I will say here if 5 is greater than 3, then print 5 is greater than 3, and that's it. So whatever you will write in this block, that will be having a tab space, that will be a part of this if block. And if I run this, let us see the result. So I will have to do a right click and run Python basics 2, and yes, I'm getting 5 is greater than 3. And also you can say, for example, I create a variable num and I say this is equals to 1, and then I say if num is greater than 0, then I will print this is a positive number, and then I can use else now here. So for else, again you will say else and then a colon, and then I will say print, and I will give something here. This is a negative number. Let us try to run this. So num is equals 1. So let us see what happens. I will run this, and here it is printing this is a positive number. So if I say this is -1 and run this again, it is printing this is a negative number. And what if I say num is equals 0? Then if I run this, it is printing this is a negative number because this condition is false. If condition num is greater than 0 is false, so it is coming here. Although this is not true, 0 is not a negative number, so here we can introduce the concept of elif. So elif is equals to else if, like we use else if in other programming languages like Java. Similarly, we use else if in Python, and the keyword is elif, which is elif. So I can say elif and give some condition. If num is equals to 0, then of course we have to give a colon here. Do not forget the colon, and then I will say print num is 0, and then of course else is number is negative. So if I run this now, you can see this is printing num is 0. So this is how you can create if, else and elif statements in Python. Let us look at loops. So let us first look at for loop. So let me create a string, or let me create a list. So I will just say I will give a variable name num and give a square bracket, and now I can give any number of elements here. So this creates a list in Python. This is so simple and straightforward. In Java or other programming languages, you might have to define the list and then add numbers to it or add elements to it. Here we can directly just create a variable, give a square brackets and give the elements here. So this is now a list. Now let me create a for loop. So I will say for value or val in num. So I am saying that until there is some value in this number variable or the list, I will give a colon, and then I will say print val, which is the variable name I have taken here. And if I run this now, you can see it is printing all the elements of this list. So this is how you can have the for loop. Also you can use it in another way as well. For example, let me show you. You can say sum equals 0, and now here I will say until there is values present in the list, I will say sum equals sum plus value, and then at the end I will come out of the block of for loop and print the sum. So I will say print, and I will say total is, and I will say sum. So if I run this now, it is printing the total, which is 15. So this is how you can use this for loop. Also, let me create another list. I will say this is fruits, and I will add some elements to this list. I will say apple and oranges and grapes. So I have created a list of fruits, and then I will use a for loop. I will say for well in fruits. So as long as there are some values or elements in this list, I will print the value. So I will say print well, and then you can use else in for loop. So then I will say else, and this will print. I will print here no fruits left. Let us run this. So here it is printing apple, oranges, grapes, and after the list is finished, it is going to else and printing no fruits left. So this is how you can use else along with for loop. Let us look at a while loop. So here I am going to again uh, declare a variable num and say this is equals to 10, and then I will say sum equals 0, and I am again declaring a variable I, and I will say this is equals to 1, and then I will use a while loop. I will say while I is less than num and then a colon, and the block for while loop will start. I will say sum equals sum plus I, and then I will increment I. So I will say I equals I plus 1, and then at the end I will print sum. So I will say total is sum. I cannot use concatenation because this is integer and string, so I will use a comma here, and let us run this now. So here it is printing the total is 45, and if I make number equals to 5 here, I can again run this, and here it will print the total is 10. Of course, we can also take this number from input from the user. So we have seen this in the last session that you can use the function input. So I can say print here, enter a number, and then whatever number will get entered, let us say we will store it into num, and I will use input. So this is the function that we use to take input from the user or from the console, and whatever input the user will give will be stored into num, and then the rest of the things we will do here to calculate the sum using while loop. So let us run this now, and here it is asking us for a number. I will say number is 11, and if I run this, there is a type error because the input that we are giving is taken as string. So we can do a typecasting. So here I will say I will explicitly cast it into int, and this also we have learned in our last session. So I can use int and then take the input and convert it into integer. Let us run this now. I will give the enter a number. I will say 12 and enter, and it has calculated the sum and printed 66. Of course, you can use else along with while like we have used in for. So this is how you can use if, else, elif loops in Python. I hope this session was very useful for you. Thank you for watching.